be a part of the documentary. I'm so grateful 2009, 10, 11, 5 years still. You guys are very interested in issues. The documentary does show issues that still continues today. So I'll go down the line real quick and then we can talk, we can do Q&A. So little Mikey had a baby and we hired him with Ceasefire. He was the youngest outreach worker that Ceasefire ever hired. So he went on, his life went on, and he's doing good. Let's see, the two brothers. One is in school, and one is working. And one is trying to get on with Ceasefire, but you know, budget is kind of crazy, but they visit their mother. She shut down one apartment. They got their own thing, they're grown, you know, and come and sometimes sit on mama's couch and go to sleep on mama's couch, Tanya said, but I've had opportunities to see them in the neighborhoods. That Flamo, that hot ass mess of Flamo. Flamo's too loud for TV, ain't he? So Flamo moved his family out of the city. I was just telling Miriam, thank you so very much for inviting me here to be with your friends and family. Flamo moved to Minnesota and he felt that it was best because a lot of things was still pulling on him. The blocks was pulling on him, you know, weed was pulling on him. You know, everything was, you know, was in Shaitan was whispering, and he had an opportunity to work at a construction, get a job for construction. And he took that opportunity and he moved his brother, the one that was in a wheelchair, they got locked up. He moved his mother. He took the 4 kids that he claiming and then 3 more. And their mama to Minnesota. And he's still there, and T.O. does production. And he came, Flamo came like a couple of months ago, and he did stand-up comedy. So the next time he comes, I'm gonna let Miriam know so you guys can get that ticket and fight for that front seat, because you know it's gonna be a whole bunch of all of that going on out of Flamo's mouth with that, with the comedian tip. So, oh, my baby Capricia. Capricia. My husband's biggest fan. He does not like how Capricia treats me. He says that Capricia is very ungrateful. He says that Capricia is very unappreciative. Which all of that may be true, which she got out of jail maybe 3 months ago, and I took her to King High School with me and we did a presentation. It was her birthday, and she talked to the young guys and girls that was her age, and she told them that she just got out of jail. Which really, it just got out of jail. I picked her up from the van that they was dropping her off on 95th and the Dan Ryan in Chicago with no place to go, and they were done with her. So, found her a place to stay. She had money saved up. I gave her some money. And Capricia did a Capricia. So, it's up to her. She's 21 years old now, and if she mess up this time, she's going to, well, they're trying to close this penitentiary down that she would go to if she would mess up, the white penitentiary for women. But, you know, make dua for her, please, because she got to go hard. This is just all jacked up. and around it is all jacked up, you know. There is a beautiful rose all up under that. It really is, and I know it is. And so, let's see, did I leave anybody out? Did I leave Kobe, the other interrupter, Kobe. Kobe went around and told people that Alex Steve, it was only 3, if anybody interested in getting into documentaries or production, it was only 3 people that followed us. It wasn't a big production of, you know, people holding people in the cords and the backing up and all of that. It was only 3 people. It was Alex Steve and Zach Piper. He was holding a boom. And the reason why it was 3 was because they needed somebody to hold, because Steve was filming sometimes that he wouldn't fall into a tree or a ditch or whatever. So Kobe would tell the people in Inglewood that he coming around the hood and he bringing his camera crew, his film crew. Kobe is full of himself. So he would say he's bringing his film crew. And he still say that they were, and still is, his film crew. Eddie has finished his relationship with Ceasefire. He no longer works with Cure Violence. He no longer works for Cure Violence. He's gone to school. Hey, he might be up here. I think Eddie might be up here. No, he's in the park. My bad, I'm sorry, it's close. It's close, it's cold the same. And so, that's it. So, anybody, come on, got some questions for your sister? You gotta, or did I cover everything? We can pack up and go home?
That's my cousin.
Hey, cousin. What's up, cuz?
Well, first I just want to say it's an honor to have you here.
Oh,
I mean, I think it's a really important film. I sent email posts when it didn't get the Academy Award nomination. It really deserved it. And
So you're with all that X and O's and cussing and people.
Oh, I don't think that's why, but you're an important part of this film. Part of my question is, I'm wondering how Ceasefire Cured Violence is done with funding. I mean, I wonder if the film has helped with funding. I know we're in a tight economic budget time, and I would hope that this film has improved funding for the organization, but can you tell me what's happened because of that?
I sure can. Absolutely. The documentary has done wonders for, we've been taped, because I tell you personally and then I tell you business, right? Okay, so personally, my husband, the Sheikh behind you, feels that Cure Violence wrongs me for the very reason that the documentary has done such a good job. Why are you still on the street? How come you're not public relations for Cure Violence now? Why? Funding. We'll talk about funding. So now that I got that personal out the way, I'll talk about the business part of it. Ceasefire is in the budget every year. It started out as 7 million, then it was 5, now it's 3. IDOC funds. We just got $1 million from the city to work in certain areas of Chicago, not the police. We didn't get $1 million from the police. We got it from the city. So therefore, we're not working with the police. My position still stands the same. My job is to get the guys before they cross that line over into law enforcement and jack up their life with a felony. So funding private, they got from the film, donations at one point in time. It was out, the documentary was out 2 years before they aired it February 14th. And donations was coming through because so much that it knocked the website down 4 or 5 times. They had to get more, whatever, I don't know, you techies over here can tell me why our website crashed when they put more money in that donation, and then they had to do it again because it crashed again, and then, you know, so they had to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. I guess the count was, you know, they had to stretch that account out a little more, right? So, yeah, they had to do that. So, that happened, and then they decided to change the name now. We just did the launch the 15th, the 15th through the 17th. We did a big launch of last month. So I've traveled around. A lot of people asked for, you know, specifically myself, and they were very adamant about what they wanted to be said, that they wanted a sister to say. And I'm still, once I get off that plane, after I drop my bags, I still got to head for Inglewood. So they've done very good. Cure Violence is in a good position. They wouldn't be able to make that big change to differentiate, you know, because you have to be able to be financially stable if you're going to do a big name change like that, so people can remember who you once were to who you are now. So yeah, Ceasefire, they've done good because of the, so cuz since you did that emailing out, you can email Dr. Gary Slocum and Candace, Dr. Candace Kane, and let them know how you feel about your cuz still out in the street. I love being in the street, but you know, if I'm gonna represent Ceasefire on their campaign, Cure Violence on their campaign, then I should be able to be a spokesperson, because you all think that when you think of Cure Violence, that's Ameena Mathews thing, right? I wish it was my thing, because Dr. Slocum got a couple of million sitting on the side that I sure can use. Next question.
Well, I'm from the suburbs, and like I didn't.
You don't need that, but I just told
Okay.
you my hearing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I come over here by you. No,
Okay.
no, no.